I don't even like Neapolitan ice cream is the thing. It's the crazy thing. I've never you go to Dairy Queen and you have what? Banana split? Come on.
Well, does Dairy Queen even have Neapolitan?
Dude, I haven't been to Dairy Queen since last week. I don't know.
What? Why do you... Okay.
I think we're live.
We're a professional podcast.
Yeah, we're a professional podcast. What a dork. Look at that guy. He's great.
Amish. He will be missed.
A beautiful man. No. I think our mics are on, Andrew.
Is this Mystery Science Theater?
I'm not sure. Oh, it's great. Now it's looping again. See what you made me do? Look at this. Look at this.
I didn't mean you.
Literally, professional podcast is what we're broadcasting to the internet. Hello, everybody. Yes, hello, that's right. You are back at it here with the Handhelds Podcast, your place for the latest in retro handheld news and emulation. Today, we're going to be also taking a look more at the AYN Thor. There is some findings and some updates and some things that have transpired just in the last few hours here. That's too dim. We need to show you full brightness. In short, I love this thing. It's nearly flawless, but it does have some. So we'll talk about that. Also, we're going to be unboxing the K56 from Kinhank today. Zoo has been talking about this one, and I finally said, hey, for our first handheld for our new AliExpress sponsorship thingy-majigger, let's look at the K56. It's a great opportunity to do that. We have some more options as well. So look in our description for some custom AliExpress codes just for this very podcast for you all. Going to be the best discount codes we can possibly get. And there's links and all that stuff. Goodbye, Factor. Hello, AliExpress.
Bye, Factor.
Goodbye, Factor. We might even look at my 16 and maybe something else. We'll see what we're in the mood for today. But it has been another wild week. We just got back from New York City. Andrew, Rob, Zoo, I don't know. There were a number of dudes there. And we met up. We had lots of pizza. And my body is still working out that pizza, as unfortunately. Also, I feel like complete crap. I think I caught a cold or a flu or something on the plane ride home, as tends to happen, as is tradition with our tech coverage around the world.
You need to expose... No, I'm actually... Never mind.
What are you about to say, Rob? What are you going to say?
Never mind.
You know what? I really enjoyed, by the way.
Sentence.
I really enjoyed our conversation with Carrie. We had our X86 kind of roundup talk the other day, and I very much just dug that. You know, Zoo was like, I'm out. I'm done. And he walked to go look at the Lego Game Boy, which I kind of am jealous. Like my wife last night was looking at something, I think on Instagram. She's like, are you guys going to review this? Are you going to review this? I'm like, well, we bought some, but I didn't think to get one myself. And I saw that little bit of disappointment on her face, and I knew I needed to spend money within the hour. So we'll see. I said, if you help me build it, I'm just bad about building Legos, okay? I have a Stormtrooper helmet on my shelf that's half built for the last 3 years.
Oh, I have that one.
So we'll get to it.
I have several of those. They're up over here.
Let's make the Lego Game Boy functional. Let's put the mod and the add-on and do the little things.
As soon as that thing's available to buy, I'm buying one.
We're gonna do it. We've got to.
We have to. Yeah.
And before
so cool.
Before we dig into the news, I do have something serious I needed to talk to you all about. This is just something. Every once in a while, you come across a street vendor when you're looking for food. And you don't know, you're a tourist. You haven't been in New York City in a while, and maybe ever. And you don't know the cost of things. You figure, this is the cost of things. You have $1.50 pizza. Fantastic. The best pizza of your life. Amazing. Then you walk a little bit further and you're in the mood for a corn dog. Okay? How much would you expect to pay for a corn dog in New York City? $1? $2? $5? $7? No. I had already said I'll have a corn dog. He's warming up the frozen corn dog before I see the price. It is a whopping $10 USD. No tariffs included in that price, even, I bet. Like, what? And then I walk away, and I forgot to type in the tip thing, and I see on my statement that he's added $1.22 tip or fee or something. I paid $11.22 for a warmed up Kroger's corn dog. Why? Rob?
I told you not to. I told you not to do it. Also, who goes to New York City to get a corn dog? At least if you're going to get a corn dog, go to Coney Island and get one.
But you're missing the best part, though. We had just eaten pizza.
Yeah.
We ate 2 slices of pizza each, and then didn't know what to do. And then we were like, let's just walk. It's only 10 blocks from where we were. Let's just walk up there.
Sure.
And what did Stubbs do before he's like, oh, look at the lights. Oh, wait, there's a corn dog vendor here.
I didn't even wait, to look at the different corn dog vendors. It was the first one. And I figured
sure
like,
they were the only one.
I expected $5. Okay. And they even gave me mustard and ketchup, and I'm dipping it in there, and I'm just eating, and I truly enjoyed every bit of that $11.22 corn dog. Okay. And he said, would you like a drink? And I said, oh no, I don't want to get into any problems here. Could you imagine what that drink would have cost? Okay, but we have to get into the news, everybody. This is a Retro Handhelds podcast, not a street food review podcast yet. Matt, yes, that's right, man. We did eat lots of pizza. We had 2 slices at the first place, then Rose's. We had like 2, 3, 4, and then that fancy place with like another 17. Larger. They were. It's been a problem.
I had dessert pizza for the first time, and I won't do that again.
Nope, won't do that again. That was interesting. But we were there to well, we can't say why we were there, I suppose, but many of you could probably guess, but you'll find out this week. Okay, so let's look at the news. Anbernic. Now, there were YouTubers, a few of them, maybe more than a few, who said there is no way, Jose, there is no way in heck that this Anbernic DS handheld is real. And we believed, we held faith and said, you know what, Anbernic is showing this off. They're making a big deal. We're hearing rumors about it, even from like the reps and stuff. Like something is happening. So we knew that there was an Anbernic DS that was going to happen at some point. People saying, this is AI slop, this is renders, and all this stuff. Well, it turns out it's real. It is happening. It's under $100. Is it an H700? What is it going to be, Rob?
I can't believe the under $100 part actually is actually real. I was just like, hey, it'd be cool if it was under $100, and they did it. I'm like, all right.
Zoo's right. Common max Zao win. That's what we do.
Anbernic is excellent at copying everyone's homework and somehow coming in cheaper and shipping it faster, and it's just like
the only homework they copied that's a DS Lite.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a crimson black DS Lite. I've seen that handheld before.
Yep, with worse sticks.
And that turquoise, man, that is the release day turquoise, like aqua turquoise 3DS.
3DS,
yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm hyped for that transparent.
Yes, absolutely.
They all look good though, like honestly.
No. And because we're seeing a launch video from Anbernic, it's the official reveal. You know that we're going to have this in hands for review, I'm sure, this month. Right? Has to be. Has to be.
Yeah. Again, I'd love to see like conceptual to the time they actually release a product, how fast it takes for Anbernic to do it all.
As Sebastian here says, as they say on Seinfeld, they're real and they're spectacular.
Well, that little clip that we saw, not last week, it was the week before that, I guess. That looked pretty legitimate. I think all the other stuff, like on Nitrix and whatnot, looked like slop, but the other one definitely looked pretty real. I was like, yeah.
There was a slop version. You're right. Yeah, there was. We're just messing too. We love our YouTuber friends, and it's just like we're in this time period where there is so much AI slop happening all the time that it's true. It's hard to pick out, okay, what actually is happening. All you can go on is the track record of these companies. Anbernic typically does not release random slop. Oh, actually, that's not true. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they definitely do, where Max Zao will be like, oh, here's an idea I might have in the future. Here's some random ideas, and people run with it, and they say, oh, this is happening. Like the Anbernic phone never happened. Win 701 never happened. There's been moments like that, but overall, they've been pretty consistent where they show something and they put effort into it. It does come to fruition. And so here we have this. Looks like a DS. A DS what? A DS IXL, basically? No, it's the
It's like a weird Frankenstein, basically.
it's like a Frankenstein of some different models where he brings in that nostalgia, but you're getting that top and bottom, what looks like 4x3?
Yeah.
What other details did they share, Rob?
Looks like it's going for the whole DS. It's focusing on DS, not 3DS, obviously, with that aspect ratio and the same screen sizes across the board.
Okay.
We don't know the chip though. I know they were teasing, can you guess what chip it's going to be? And I guess it's Android based, right?
Yeah, Zoo very quietly pointed out and like privately that I was wrong in my article because I wrote it at 7 in the morning.
T620 Zoo says.
Zoo's wrong.
So that's the debate now. What's the chip? I'm guessing it's got to be an H700 again because they're doing their retro theming here. The last one we saw was the 34XX SP. Although it would be a wasted opportunity to not jump up in the chipset when they're doing something this freaking cool. Like, let's just stop for a minute and mention how freaking cool this is. Like, this is one of the coolest things that they have done as far as I'm concerned. Bringing in the DS sort of vibe and the dual screens that we've been seeing this year with a very expensive upper end for Android. We're seeing this under $100. Oh my God. Front firing speakers. You're getting the joysticks recessed like that. Hopefully it doesn't have an air gap like we see on the Thor here. We got to talk about that. But yeah, I'm stoked, man.
I still can't believe that, just throwing out an idea and Anbernic is like, yeah, sure, this sounds kind of good.
It looks good. It looks good.
This will be the first sub 100 handheld since the 3.4, I think.
And Benny, thank you for your 21 months of membership. It's not H700, you say, because only one SD card slot. Now, the other SD card slot could just be hidden. It could be like a style choice, but yes, probably that's a good indicator, right? Good detective work. And Ban, I'm sorry, Ban. He had a disturbance in the kitchen. We're not sure. He maybe will make it. Hopefully, he'll make it.
I heard he was playing volleyball professionally now.
He is a professional volleyball player as his day job, yes, but he told us not to mention that.
Multifaceted man.
Yeah, he has a lot of different limbs and options and configurations. Hobbies, that's right.
Did you really say people have configurations?
Well, there's different SKUs of people, just like handhelds. Now, there are 4 colors here. There's white, transparent, blue, and the red and the black. I think the blue just steals the show for me.
The blue and the red for me are the two.
Yeah.
And nostalgia makes more sense probably for the red, given that that was actually a DS model. The blue one is kind of hilarious just because it was on a 3DS, and we don't really know. I mean, maybe this can play 3DS. I doubt it. Not that I don't think you would want to because of the way the screens are set up, but that blue that's a nice color.
I'll probably go with the red and the transparent.
The red and black is so nice, though, that two-tone. I've always loved that DS model.
Ooh, I'm going to get 2 or 3 or all of them and then just and then do a bunch of shell swaps. Like mix and match the shells.
Well, inside Andrew, there are 2 wolves and they need all colors.
Yeah.
Well, for the price, it is in that situation like the Magmi Air X. When can we buy that, by the way? Come on. But it's
in 2 days?
Yeah.
Hopefully just around the corner. Yeah. Bruce, thanks for your super chat.
That's a good question. Yeah.
How will the hinge be in the Anbernic DS? So Anbernic has been pretty consistent with their hinge quality. There were some edge cases where the SP, the 35XX SP, had some hinge cracks, but I have not heard that in a long time, and I've never experienced any Anbernic hinges with issues so far.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't really recall reading or hearing about really any issues with their hinges, and they've done a couple of clamshells now, so yeah, I'm pretty optimistic that this is going to be a pretty solid hinge on this. Yeah, Anbernic's just good at copying everyone's homework and somehow doing things better. It's just I don't know how they do it. It's just kind of amazing to me.
Now, and not to be a Debbie Downer here about all this, but they also seem to get just like one thing pretty wrong consistently
Oh,
too.
that's the sticks here.
That's on purpose.
The little
That's totally
sticks.
on purpose.
The little sticks. Now, mind you, the DS didn't have sticks, but the 3DS did. And it didn't have the biggest sticks. You had that one circle pad on the left, and on the right, you had a little nubbin. So this is like an in-between option, so maybe they're okay. But they have been doing the little sticks lately, and that's unfortunate.
Those sticks definitely look like the one from the 34XX SP. They look pretty identical to those. Yeah.
At the same time, though, for the price point, I think they'd have to do a couple things wrong to really screw themselves on this. So we'll see. And Android, that's exciting too. Which they need to do Android.
The software could be a deciding factor here as well. How well things work with the dual screen. I mean, remember this would be the first time that Anbernic is doing this, and so they'll need to actually do some real software development to get this to work properly.
Yeah, and likely because we're looking under 100 and not, under 60 or under 50. Even though we're adding dual screens in, that's another clue that it might not be an H700. So we'll see. Also, thank you for your super chat. I'm going to get your name wrong. Nazrodian Lackey Zar. What country is that? Thank you. Could Conquer and RGDS be perfect combo? I mean, yeah, you have your high-end Android candy bar handheld, and you have your clamshell. Everybody needs a good clamshell. That's just the rule. So enjoy your clams.
I think it really just depends on what if you just want something that kind of emulates the DS experience specifically, then yeah, I mean, an RGDS seems like it's going to be a great option for a lot of people under $100. I mean, you'll get the benefit of 2025 technology, right? So we'll probably have better screens in here. The games will look better. At least we hope they will look better with being able to upscale them and things like that. So get to enjoy all the benefits of emulation under $100. I'm like, this is pretty nice.
But I do agree that that would be a pretty solid combo. So yeah, I know that for me the Conquer is one that's going to stay in my collection, and I would guess the DS will too. But again, we're going to see if it's good. This is one of my most stoked feelings right now for the RGDS. That is. And I'm sorry, I've had so much Dayquil today, guys. I'm very sick. An illegal amount of Dayquil, probably. But yeah, the DS is one that I'm legitimately just excited for. Wow. And it's happening sooner than I thought, too. So, okay. Ariel, Anbernic's business model, so we buy the next one. I mean, just when I think I'm not going to review another Anbernic, it's too much. Come on, it's one after the other. And then the 35XX, Pro, and what are you doing? And then they go and do something like this. And I'm like, well, shit, that's one. And I just don't have any qualms about buying probably one or two of these in addition to the review unit, because I want to make sure I get that same turquoise. So I don't know.
That's interesting is under $100 makes it, and size wise too. I wonder what the size is going to end up being like. But this could be an everyday carry for a lot of people. I think clamshell, you get covered your DS emulation as well as anything that just sticks to 4.3. So we'll see. We'll see what the power under the hood is too. That will matter as well.
Yeah. It's not always about what you have. It's more about what you do with it.
With great power comes great responsibility.
That's right. Yes. Dad did it. Grandpa did it. Burger King does it.
And Uncle
Stop
Ben did it.
Yeah, Uncle Ben. That's the only right answer.
Uncle Ben.
No, Uncle Ben did nothing. He abandoned us. He went to the store for some smokes and hasn't come back.
Don't make puns out of his name. It's too soon. I hope he comes back.
Oh, see?
There he is.
Footage of him walking to the store.
That's right now. That's a live shot.
Wherever Ben walks, it's just monochrome.
New color. You need my opinion about what? I'm so torn on if I should upgrade my AYN Thor purchase from Pro to Max. How much more capable will PC gaming be like? I'd love to know where both models max out. Okay, Pro, that's going to be sort of just the perfect one for your up to Switch and even much of WinLater, probably most of what you'd want to do on there.
At
I'm
least
guessing.
in terms of what that chip can handle, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like having that extra RAM is not going to really matter, honestly.
Yeah, it's more about the storage is what we're looking at between the Pro and the Max in my mind, because with the Max you are getting the top end 1 terabyte of storage, and if you're going to be doing WinLater, GameHub, Game Native, you want the most storage internally on the device as possible, ideally, unless you just want to install 5 to 10 games, call it good, and then swap those games out, which is totally fine too. Save yourself some money. You don't need the Max. Like, truly, I can go and hype up the Max and try to come at it from this angle and that angle, but at the end of the day, I think for most people, the Pro is the sweet spot.
It's the one I purchased myself.
Yeah.
Just so
I upgraded.
Wrong.
I upgraded to the Max because Andrew convinced me, and also I have many problems.
Andrew
many
is
problems.
all Max all day. That's how he rolls.
That's right.
He's all
Don't forget
about
it.
that.
Stop it, y'all.
I would be happy. I would be happy just keeping my Pro unit here. I think that the Pro is fantastic. It has had no issues. Anything that I've thrown at it, I just got the Max because I mean, I'm just falling in love with this handheld. Like, this is awesome. This thing is freaking awesome. And now because I love it, I kind of want to get the best version of it. It's not, my reasoning is not totally logical. It's more emotional. Okay. So don't buy the Max unless you really know that you need it. Don't be like me. Save your money. Okay.
Yeah, like, joking aside, for the majority of people, the Pro is probably the way to go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't go the
think so.
base because the base has the slower storage.
Mm-hmm.
UFS 3.1 versus UFS 4, which
Yep.
may not seem like a big deal until you start getting into Switch emulation and WinLater and GameHub and all that kind of
feel
stuff.
like 8 gigs is kind of just
You're gonna
just not
you'll
quite
it'll
enough
work,
anymore.
but you'll run into more bottlenecks and more issues with
Yeah.
just 8 gigs.
Yeah, and also let's be clear here. They're not going to stop at this as their only Thor. You know that they're going to release a higher spec version next year.
Give me the Elite.
Yes, because look what's happening with the Odin 3. You're getting the Elite chip. It only goes to stand to reason that next year we'll get the Thor 2 with probably an 8 Elite in it. So looking towards the future, maybe wait for that one to go max spec that thing out. Possibly. So, I don't know, how long will you get to enjoy your current handheld before like, oh, cool, the next one's out. Oh, well, let's get the best of that. And the 8 Elite might be the cutoff point for many, because that is a leap, right? The only thing that holds that back is the driver compatibility, which a year from now, I bet we're gonna be sitting much more pretty than we are today.
Yeah, I don't know where I saw it, but they're starting work on turn up for Elite. It's very, very early, but it's starting, which is very
Stubbs.
exciting.
It is very exciting.
I think we're going to see a lot more development, a lot more interest, especially now that it's in handhelds. And again, it's been in a lot of devices the past year. I think as these devices come down in price, there's going to be more and more interest. And I think that we're definitely going to see more support for it.
Yeah, and Sebastian, again, with the great hot takes in chat, as the
Love that.
Fox says. First of
Yes.
all, what does the Fox say? I just got my son into that song, and now my whole family is. Yeah. Anyways, I went down a rabbit hole. But how much are you willing to pay to travel into the future and get tomorrow's technology today? Like, how much do you want to pay for that? It's a legitimate question. I think if you're patient and you're okay waiting for others to try out and test and push the boundaries, and then you come back and say, okay, we've had a year of testing. We know that this is the best handheld with the best chipset. Save yourself some money and just wait. You don't need it. There's the Fox. There he is. What a man. Look at that guy. Look at that dude.
Yeah, if he wasn't imposing, because I'm taller than him, but he kicked my ass, that's for sure. I would steal that GPT Win 5 and run out the hotel as fast as I could.
We had the best time with
Carrie.
Carrie.
As
so
you
good.
steal the handheld and I steal the battery. This way, we're not weighted down as much.
Yeah.
We're just
So what do you
dividing.
mean weighted down? No, because then I can't use it until you get to me.
No, we'll meet up at some point somewhere. In New York
Yeah,
City,
but until then.
His whole thing, the moment he had us alone when we were eating pizza, he pulled out his GPD Win 5 and said, I need everybody's opinion on this, starting with Bob Wolf. And so he just sat down and started filming us in our raw impressions of the GPD Win 5. And I got to tell you, man, like it impressed me more than I thought it would. Even with that honking battery attached to it, I'm like, okay, this thing's pretty cool. It didn't blow my mind. I'm like, I have to go buy this, but the power you have in that 395 Plus is freaking crazy. And so Bob was impressed. I saw him flying through Miles Morales and swinging around, having fun. And
that was legitimately very impressive.
Yeah.
That game looked so good, so smooth on a handheld, which was unbelievable.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to give it back. I only held it for a couple of seconds because I was like, I know what this is capable of. I'm going to want one. Here, take it before I do.
Right. It's the very top end, highest that you could possibly do for a handheld right now. And if that's what you want, and you want the future today, that's probably the handheld you might buy.
Yeah,
$1,400
with the battery.
like
it's not even that heavy.
Yeah.
It looks stupid, but
I mean, it looks like a Sega Nomad at this point.
I thought it was a little silly, but I think like he says, in 2 years, we're going to be seeing that adopted into more traditional style handhelds.
That's what I'm really excited about. The trickle down.
Yes, the trickle down from that will be crazy.
Yes.
Play whatever you want. Where Andrew, I know you want to the future today. Like you want the future today. You will pay to max out.
And that's always
everything.
been the case.
yeah, if I have the
That's
funds, I
always
will.
been the case.
I will pay. I will pay for the best.
Yeah, for the 395 Plus, people are wondering how much. Bruce says here, I believe it. God, what did he say?
Well, the one that he had
was
showing
max.
us, that was like a $2,000 unit that he had.
Something like
more
that.
than that because his was the top spec.
$2,300, like 64 gigs of RAM, all that.
Yeah. 4 terabytes of storage, 64 gigs of RAM.
4 terabytes of
the
storage.
395. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. We're getting off topic here, but yeah, just awesome. I recommend watching that episode. It was a special offline one we dropped a few days ago. Great conversation.
Just watch the last 5 minutes.
Yes, and Rocker Matt as well says, don't know if this is specific. Thanks for your super chat, but Thor, don't know if specific Thor chat and Anbernic, but debating between the Odin 3 and the Conquer G3. FOMO or Odin 3 will do Portal next year. Tariffs too, but AYN at least put out a statement today. Let's look at that statement.
I'm sorry, what?
Did I miss that as well? Like, let's look. What statement is this? Are they saying like they're going to pay?
They said they were shipping today.
They're shipping. They're shipping today, and are they covering tariffs for October? But they don't know if they're covering tariffs for November. Is that what the statement is? Because I have been seeing some rumblings about that. So let's look at their Discord and just take a look, or the IGG, and see if there's an update, because I want to know what that is about. But yeah, if you're debating between the Odin 3 and the Conquer, well, I can tell you right now, the Conquer is another handheld that kind of has blown my mind this year. There's early on in the year, I was a little ho-hum. In fact, I got a little distraught from after the Flip 2, where it's like, okay, what else is coming, And nothing really made me excited. The Conquer got me back on board. We're like, okay, Android, awesome things are happening here. The G3 Gen 3 is a great chip. Great compatibility and near flawless performance for most of my testing. But the Odin 3, absolutely, it looks like it's going to have that traditional AYN D-pad, face buttons, like all the things you love about your AYN handheld. It is OLED, okay? Not that the Conqueror's IPS isn't stunning in its own right, but you have OLED from AYN, and you're going to get a freaking 8 Elite in there. Come on, If you're concerned with drivers, though, I would probably go with the Conquer for that G3 Gen 3.
And the thing with the FOMO too, I totally get it. There's always that concern: is something else going to be coming around the corner? And I hate to say it, the reality is, with all of these Chinese companies, yes, there's most likely going to be a Portal type device. There's always going to be something. Mm-hmm. So you got to look to buy for what you want to use now, that you can buy that's available, and be okay with having it for the next year or two and things like that. So it's just, there's always going to be something. That's just how it is with tech.
And since we're already talking about AYN, we're going to, producer Sony, let's jump ahead in our topics. We'll come back to what we were going to go to, but let's talk about the Thor now, and also the Odin 3 Indiegogo update. Now, like all the AYN stuff, let's just move to that now. It's a good time for it. Okay, so AYN Thor, yes, it's shipping today. Fantastic news. Now, this is only people who initially backed day one. In fact, probably only the first hour of orders, I bet you, are in this initial batch. But they do say here what they're shipping. So if you ordered, what does it say? Yeah, so it has, check your order number and see if it lines up.
I was very close. I missed the cutoff for the Purple Pro. Yeah.
See, I think my Purple Pro would have been in this initial batch, and then I switched to the Rainbow Max yesterday.
I was thinking too much about what color order at the time. So
yeah.
I think I have a tracking number.
I think I shot myself in the foot there, but it's okay.
So are they going to be? Are they doing this daily? I guess they're going to just be shipping units out.
Yeah, and you can contact them and again tell them, hey, I want to swap this around or that if they haven't shipped it yet, and you'll keep your same order number. Okay, I'm just saying that because I created this communication thread, they probably waited to ship mine until they confirmed, that I had the right thing, and the right config and all that. And there was like an invoice I had to pay. Speaking of invoices, tariffs. So everyone is wondering about those tariffs. Are they paying them? Can we find that update? Anyone have any?
I don't see anything in there.
I don't either. So what I believe it is people are concerned about the tariffs. And it seems like this month, if you're going DHL, the tariffs might not be too crazy. I went with 4PX because 4PX has never generated a single tariff, not once. DHL, most of the time, yes, I'm paying tariffs. But with 4PX, not only is it cheaper to choose that shipping option, but you don't pay anything. That could change November because there's these new, I don't know what to say, pissing contests between countries happening. I'm not sure, where they're just kind of upping the ante, playing chicken with each other.
I believe it's 100%.
Yeah.
At November 1st.
I hope that doesn't come to fruition. We keep having these threats and these things, and we're saying like, oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. And then the date comes and it never seems to line up with reality. So it always seems to be less crazy when the moment comes. It's always like this, it's this big looming threat all the time, this fear, buy now. And then we meet the date and the deadline. It's like, hey, he's paying extra $10 for shipping. Well, that was, overblown. That's been the pattern so far. This time could be different.
We've been through this already before. This
5 times. 5 times. I think. Yeah, 5 times.
Yeah, just a couple times already. It's okay.
We're exhausted. This isn't our full-time job, everybody. We're exhausted. Come on, stop changing the tariffs and the prices and the craziness. JS Mash Tech. It'll be good. Let's just believe. Don't stop believing. As our friend Team Retro would say. This one's for you, Mike. All right, listen. Let's talk about any updates we have for the Odin 3 now. So, Andrew, what do you got for us? You were talking about dev units? Something about dev units for this?
Oh, yeah. They are shipping 10. So was it this weekend? I think I just had the screen up. Come on, Andy. There we go. They dropped an update on their IgG showing off the different plastic shells. All of them are ready to go except for the clear blue, because that one is the community voted edition. Back when they did the poll, and it was like a 50-50 split or something.
Really?
Like that. Yes. Yeah. That was crazy how close that was.
Yeah, it was like less than 10 votes separated them. So they said, screw it, we'll do both. But so because of that, that's pushed back by a week compared to the other colors.
Yeah.
And then this says, within the next 2 weeks, we plan to prepare approximately 10 Qualcomm 8 Elite developer units, not review units, to facilitate early adaptation of third-party GPU drivers and ensure smoother collaboration with our developer partners, which is huge.
Developer partners such as the Gamma Squeeze, because I can't speak to Odin 3, man, but I can tell you that today I talked to Nicole at AYN, and people were saying that Gamma had a fix for the screen tearing on the Thor when you're running 120 hertz up above and 60 hertz down below. Gamma has a potential. He has a solution. He explained it all, and it has some bugs to work out, but he needs a dev unit to do that. And I ended up talking to Nicole, and she ended up being like, okay, we're interested. So give me his address.
Let's
So
go.
I gave her Gamma's address, made sure he was good with that. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll take the dev unit. I'll work on this issue and we'll get something going here. Start that relationship. So I connected those two up. They're talking now. And
Hopefully
yeah,
also
gonna get
Rocknick's team. I would love to see them get a
let's
uniform.
get Rocknick's next as well. Yeah.
That'd be
And
really cool.
Kimchi, at the least.
Kimchi, yes. We need that driver support.
And Kimchi, yeah. Just the, what is it, the Holy Trinity, I think these three
Yeah,
go by?
basically.
Kimchi, Rocknick's,
And
and
Gamma.
Gamma. Yeah, the Holy Trinity. That's right, of community devs. There's many more devs, okay, that are.
I'm interested,
Xbox
but-
emulation.
I am interested to see, like, I'm interested in knowing who actually does end up getting one because they said 10. So who else would? I don't know who else would get one. And they said specifically that it's not a review unit, so it's not like Russ is going to get one or anything like that.
I want to go on a limb and say maybe developers behind Eden.
Well, then does that mean they're going to send them to the one of the devs for Citron too?
Possibly. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
I'm just trying
yeah.
to think like
'Cause I had
where-
the same
where
thought,
It would
like-
benefit from it, you know.
I
Maybe
already
the win later dev, like the main win later dev, not
Bruno.
GameHub, but like Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
That's-
sweet too.
That would be sweet. We need someone to advocate for all of that. I already kind of, shot my shot with Gamma, where I was like, because I am so annoyed by screen tearing that I was like Fox says, I was disgusted so much that I just was relentless. I was like, please send in the unit. Please. We can't have this. Look at this. You're scrolling game FAQs on the bottom screen. You're freaking screen tearing. People are saying, oh, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'm like, no, my OCD says otherwise. We must fix
How
this.
can you see game
I can't enjoy this
FAQs on
until
the
we fix
bottom
this.
screen? That's what I want to know.
Because, okay?
He's
Because
special. We know this.
I'm just gonna watch zero reviews
you
on
want
the
the
bottom
bigger
screen.
screen.
That's the right
You
move.
want the bigger screen up top to enjoy the game. The bottom screen, you can
Just to
zoom
watch
in,
zoo reviews.
is to watch zoo reviews or this podcast, or look at
Or Rob's videos
Game
about Switch
FAQs.
emulation.
also in game any motion happening on the bottom screen. You notice the screen tearing too. Now again, everybody, don't freak out because it's only when you have 120 hertz up top and 60 below. If you do 60-60, totally fluid. In fact, most of the time, 120, 60 on the bottom, you're going to be not noticing an issue because usually the bottom screen on 3DS and DS is a little more static. So it's only when you have a lot of motion, vertical motion in particular, that you start to see that. But it annoyed me enough. Where I'm like, all right, we got to do this. Odin 3, though, this is exciting. I have a backed unit for the... God, I think I went max on this one, too.
I have not backed this yet, but I will.
I'm going big on AYN. I'm betting big on AYN this year. They did so well on their last 3 Odin 2 devices that I think they pulled all that knowledge together to give us this Odin 3, where it's going to be the best of all 3 worlds, it looks like to me, put together with an 8 Elite chipset. And yeah, shipping a little bit later on, of course, after the Thor. But I mean, let's go.
Does anybody want to guess what model I would get?
You're going to get the Ultra.
That a girl.
Yeah. Yes, you're going to get. You need 24 gigs of RAM in Android. You do.
24 gigs of
You
RAM.
need it.
I can't wait to see what Andrew cooks up.
I can't wait
must.
to have it.
How many Chrome
Hey,
tabs can he
let's do.
open?
It's all you need. Michael Benny's got it right.
That's just why. Like the fact that there's an Android device coming out with 24 gigs of RAM is just nuts.
Yeah.
If you think that I'm dumb enough to not
More
get
RAM
one,
than some of my computers.
yeah, exactly.
I was calling you. You know what? I was ribbing you not but a month ago. I think about this, and now all of a sudden, through the developments that have been happening with WinLater and GameHub, I'm on board with you.
Yeah.
I still think 24 gigs is probably too much for Android this year, right now.
Y'all
Okay.
crazy.
But
Y'all crazy.
Rob,
16,
calm down.
16 gigs, pretty sweet. That's probably the highest end I would need for any gaming that I would ever possibly do.
But so the other side of it too is like y'all are getting the max, and if I get the ultra or when I get the ultra, like we can compare too. Like, is there actually a difference between having like the extra 8 gigs of RAM?
Look at Ban attempting to
Nobody
topic
can ban.
transition us.
Can you get out?
It's brilliant.
Nobody cares about
It's
that.
subtle. It's perfect. I think one day he'll run this podcast. He'll inherit
I think he's been benched.
all of this.
No, he's running everything. It's all his.
He runs everything. He runs the Discord now. Like he is
He's running the site.
He's the fall guy. I mean, no, he's not the fall guy.
Oh, he's definitely the fall guy.
He's the fall guy. He's the fall guy.
That's why I said he's running the site. If you have problems with the website, go to ban.
That's right.
Ban.
Problem with Discord, go to ban.
BANAS.
Have complaints about the podcast? Don't care. Don't just email Zoo.
And producer Sony, just when you thought we were going to do that topic transition, I got about one more minute. People were asking me about Thor updates specifically. So we're doing a mini Thor moment. Mini Thor update. So let's just look at this real quick. I don't want to spend much time on this, but I did promise some folks who watched my video today. I have a video that came out today looking at about 38 minutes of the first look video. It's more of probably a review, whatever.
I'm proud of you.
That's
proud of you. 38
foreshadowing.
Minutes. Wow.
Yeah, right. It's a long video for me, sir. So
I can only imagine there's a lot to cover,
Straight to the point. They fixed many of the things that I was saying, like, oh, this is annoying and that's annoying. They just went ahead and just fixed it. So they had an OTA update that hit. And now, for instance, look at that. Uniform brightness across both screens. When you do that,
Very
you can
nice.
also call out up or bottom. I didn't call this out in the video, but I love that you can change the speaker volume depending if you're using an app or a game on the top screen versus bottom screen. You can configure. If you want a YouTube video up top or down below, you can just have that be balanced higher in the mix and maybe turn off your game volume, what have you. I love that so much. They also, let me tell you another thing. There was a bunch of OTA stuff that updated here. The other thing being that if you go to settings, there's this thing called auto lock. Now this was annoying me because I'd be playing a game, I'd be getting really into it. I'm playing like the final boss in Super Castlevania 4, for instance, and I brush against the bottom screen, and all of a sudden my controls turn off because it's like, wait, you're trying to do something with whatever's happening on the bottom screen now. I'm like, no, and I die. Okay, so it's frustrating. I go in here and I learn, hey, there's actually a feature here where you can change. So you're saying lock the controls only to what's running on the top screen or only what's running on the bottom screen. That's all well and good, but it takes a few taps to get to that. Like you're going here, it starts to here. So you got to, okay, so if you want to change that, go here, you go over to settings, you go up to there, you click the thing. I asked, again, Nicole at AYN, like, can we please get that in an easier access location? And in the next OT update, she's like, okay, we can probably do that. And they're going to add it, she said, into the quick settings right there. That's what I requested. Nice. So they've been very, very open to suggestions now from the reviewers and
I think
the community.
One of the key things for devices like this is going to be software. Like,
yeah,
really.
Right? Because there's some new annoyances and there's some new hurdles that get introduced because we have these two screens. And it's not like the Surface Duo where you're spanning two screens. Okay, these are two distinct screens. This is treated as an external display or vice versa.
And Android typically is an issue when it has dual screens or external displays. So that's why I was saying the software is going to be so critical to this.
And if you're not wanting to do a game guide, which I was watching a YouTube video actually on how to beat the final boss. I'll admit that. And I did beat it. I beat that game. Heck yeah. Okay. I've actually been getting a point this month for game of the month. Let's go.
I'm proud of you twice in the same episode. That's amazing.
Oh, well, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us. We've done this together. The other way to turn off that issue, though, is just go in here. And if you're not using the second screen, which I was, but if you're not, you can just go ahead and turn off. And just only use the top screen. Great. Saving battery life, and you're not going to be touching buttons.
Huge. It's huge because this can be a one and done for a lot of people, right? They get the best of both worlds. Maybe they just want to play, 16:9 games on the top screen. They don't need the bottom screen on, and boom, there you go. You have it.
Right. Yeah. That's what it's all about. Let's see. I got
the Thor is, I think, going to be a long time favorite in the community.
See, Zoo? Look, Zoo. I beat games. Look at Dracula. He turns into bats.
You're missing 24 achievements, though.
Shh. No. I'm not a perfectionist. I don't need to get all the things. Don't point that out to my OCD, Robert. But, yeah, what I like to do here is just, go ahead and do both screens and then, open. I just have GameFAQ set as my home page. And I typically like to purposely make the bottom screen a little dimmer so my brain is focused more on the brighter screen, so I don't get distracted by advertisements or something happening down there.
My 10-year-old self needed this handheld.
This is ridiculous. Like, this thing is ridiculous what they have done here. But here's the other thing, and this is what I wanted to update you on.
Man.
Something I didn't cover in the video that's coming in the next one is the fact that there's this flange, you might say. Now, flanger is something I use as a guitar effect when I'm playing music, which basically means it's warbling the sound. So here we get some warble. Now, this is what you probably wanted to see tonight. Is there problematic flange happening? So, yes, you can push down on the right side of the screen. What that's going to do over here is it's going to just push down on the joystick. That's right here. Okay. But there is flex. Realize that. And there's an air gap. So you might get sand or you might get what have you in there. And actually, I want to pull up Matt Davis's question. Matt Davis left an awesome question on my video today that I wanted to pull up for people. And on the left side, it's worse. Okay, on the left side, you know, since the joystick's up here, when you're pushing down there, you're going to get even more flanging flex. Is this a real problem? It's too soon to tell, really. I mean, we can put some real weight on this and check and see, you know, at what point is it going to break? Do we jerry rig everything this? I need this unit to work long enough to get to Zoo from Zoo Reviews to do a video. But maybe in his video, we could really, I'll say, hey, just go for it, man. Put some weight on there and let's see what it takes to maybe crack this. I'm not going to speak for him, but he could.
Can I
he
just
could
say
do that
that
test.
I love that chat's reaction was pretty much the same as mine in terms of the sand. Like, what
Why are you
doing? Yo, where are you getting sand from? Are you in the sandbox at the playground? What's going on?
So let's talk about Matt's. Let's talk about Matt's comment on the video today. This is what I wanted to highlight. So can we zoom in a little bit better? I can't read that very well.
I love Matt's comments. They're great.
Okay. So, you know, thanks for a look at the Thor. A couple questions. So he said, one, that sticky A button. You're right. So this was another thing, is that my button sticks. Apparently, a few other YouTube reviewers had their button stick as well. Just the A button. Probably because it's on the right side, something with the mold. It seems to go away if you keep using it, though. Like, I think it's just, yeah, something's up with that. Robert Wolf. Both have those.
I missed that detail. That's great.
Now, AYN is aware of this now. Are they going to fix this for the mass shipments? Have they already fixed it? I don't know. I hope so. Is it a deal breaker for me, even on this pre-production unit? It's not, to be honest with you. Like, it's a pretty minor. It's not like the KTR one when that had sticky buttons where it's nearly unusable. I was very frustrated with that one. This was more like, oh yeah, kind of like, I guess it kind of like sticks a bit if you push it really hard and very slow. If you're going fast and you're just mashing away, it kind of works itself out, basically. And I feel like it's over time, it's going to scrape off the schmaltz or the dust or what have you, and it's probably going to be okay. But hopefully it's just these pre-production units. AYN is aware, and I hope they fix it. So that's what I'll say about that. Number two, I think that not including a full hard plastic lip to seal the screen to the lower section was a mistake that they'll play out over the medium term. So I think he means, like, we're not sealing off the bottom. We have that air gap along the bottom for the flanging to happen, right? Like, we're not fully sealing this. Which, yeah, it's an interesting choice. Typically in clamshells, you don't see space. I mean, let's look at...
Why do I don't have my DSs with me, but it wasn't... Which model had it? Was it the DS? Yeah, that one.
Well, look at that. Well,
Yeah,
would you look at
like,
that?
I'm
The
pretty
3DS
sure that one
itself
had it
has
too.
freaking flange, but it's
Yeah.
less flange. They have a longer lip along the front here. They have a little bit of flex. But would you look at that? The 3DS has flex as well.
Yeah,
The
it's weird,
3DS
this like
XL.
hyper fixation on certain things that actually exists
that.
in some of the corpo stuff.
Yeah. Corpo. Look at that flange. Look at the
Stop doing
bendability.
that. You're hurting
Well,
me.
sorry. This is a dual IPS model too. Should not be doing that to it. But you know what? Science, right?
Who's
I think
playing
one
a
of your
game?
games are playing.
So that's the other issue. Thank you, Thor. Thank you, Thor, for reminding me to bring up the last issue. This is
thought it was Rob.
This is a truly annoying one that they're trying to figure out, I believe, is the fact that, and this could be hardware, so I don't know, but it doesn't go to sleep half the time. So you go to close it, okay?
Wow, when
And you
a
think it's
Windows
asleep.
handheld goes to sleep better than an Android handheld,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
world are we in now?
Yeah, and it's still on. So if you close it too fast, it is still on. See? It's still on. Okay, you can see the light in there. But when you close it slow, like I'm talking real slow, now it's asleep. So there's just something with the connection, something with the trigger to make it go to sleep that is not great. That is an issue. Sebastian, yeah. Well, everyone's asking me, okay? Everyone's asking me to do
That's
these
fair,
extreme tests. Like someone was wanting me to take out my feet and just stomp on the thing, and it's just
What?
like I'm not
Don't
like
take out your feet.
No, you're not MagicX.
I'm not the Hawk Tua girl either. Like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stomp on that thing. So come on.
But you're gonna slap it though.
Stop, Rob.
I didn't even do that in my video. You're right. 3DS too.
Damn it,
But yeah.
Rob.
Anyways, my point being is that there is flange in the 3DS, and the other handhelds and the other clamshells, we don't see it too much, but I'm not super concerned about it. Like it's not something that really is entering my mind into a worry. I do think if you throw this in your bag, you might get some stuff that gets in there, and if you put a lot of weight on it, I don't suggest doing it, but there are
Schmutz, as Ben calls it.
but there are little rubber pads there that will protect it.
Okay.
But if you put weight right in the middle, yeah, I'm sure at some point it will break. All right. That's my Thor segment. Hope that was answering questions. Feel free to leave them.
Here's something for everybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Stop finding problems with nothing.
People want to know.
Yeah,
It's a fair question.
It's
Yeah,
a question that
fair.
came up multiple times, and so I'm happy to answer it. But I'm with you, Andrew, where it doesn't affect my.
Not every handheld is. There is
view
not
of
a
the
perfect
device.
handheld. Even Stubbs's beloved Conquer Pocket Fit has stupid tiny joysticks.
I mean, even the beloved 3DS, right? The mismatch IPS TN panels.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember getting a 3DS that had different color temperature screens. I mean, so it exists across everything.
It just is. Yeah. And people are saying, free feet show. No, I don't even like feet. Someone just asked me. I put on my Argyle socks.
A liar. He's a liar.
I don't.
You should see his sock collection.
I like to wear
That
fun
doesn't mean
socks.
nothing. I hate feet too, but I like socks.
I like socks, yes. Because I
bet
don't
you
want to
do,
see my
Andrew.
feet. I want socks.
Rob,
Socks
man, you wait till I see you again.
But there is some anxiety in the chat saying, hey, why are you talking about all this stuff? It's freaking us out. And about our Thor orders. And those are not things to freak out about, basically. But if you're concerned with those things, that might be a batch one issue, or it might be just something to live with. The sleep issue, I'm guessing, in particular. So close your lid slower. Yeah. Or just press the little power button to put it to sleep. Okay. But the screen tearing, that's what I want fixed. Okay. Let's move on. So, AYANEO is releasing their new miniature handheld, their truly budget handheld, which should be called Conquer, I feel like. What are we doing? But AYANEO has the Pocket Air Mini IgG launching here October 14th at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And this is one I want to pick up. Definitely that retro power. We should get a review unit in for this pretty quick here. But I know TechTweeb has a video up if you want to know more about this. And we have articles up on the website. Andrew?
Allegedly.
Rob? What are your thoughts?
I don't care.
I think it looks fun.
I said Rob.
I think it looks fun.
It does look fun.
I do agree with you. I don't understand what AYANEO is doing. They're very confusing. I thought Conquer was the cheap line, but they have cheap AYANEO devices, so it's like... Yeah.
It's like the Mangmi. It makes me excited in the same way the Mangmi Air X does. It's like, okay, cool. Let's bring in a cheap Android handheld that looks solid, quality D-pad, quality face buttons, joysticks. I mean, I liked the Air, the original Air.
No, I think this is going to be cool, and I actually love seeing more competition for that under $100 segment. I mean, it's cooking again. I like it.
Yeah, and Nimsy was saying, it's because it's based off their other Pocket Air, so they kind of had to put it under the AYANEO brand. Okay, that is fair. But money-wise, I feel like this should be slotted under the Conquer brand because I love Conquer. So good. 4.2-inch, 60 hertz LCD screen, which makes sense. 3 gigs and 64 for that upper spec unit.
Please don't buy that 2 gig model.
That's not enough for Android in 2025.
32 gigs of internal storage. That's hard to work with.
I mean, and Benny's like, what if the K56 is better than the Ming Mi Air X? Thanks for helping me pivot. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll see. Could be possible. I want to hear from Andrew, though. What's your thoughts on the Air Mini? Are you going to back this one? Or is this...
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well.
Android 11. Well, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Too good for it? Working on that top spec config you're working on 3 years?
It's because they don't have an Ultra model.
I know.
Nothing to do with that.
We need an 8 Elite. Well, what is it the size?
He's hoping for a 24 gig model.
Yep, sure.
He needs 24 gigs of RAM.
What is it? What's holding you back? It's
The
a little
RG
cute little...
DS.
I have a
Pocket Air. I have a Pocket Air. I can't figure out how to do this. It's on the wall behind me. You can't see it because my office is a mess. It's great, and I don't care about... If they had released this with Linux, I would care, but I don't care. I have a...
Because it's Android? Because it's Android?
Yeah.
That's fair.
I have enough. We're getting... As awesome as it is to see, and this isn't taking anything away from AYANEO or the Pocket Air Mini or all these budget handhelds. We're getting to the point, a little bit of oversaturation. We've seen it with Linux side, with the regular, shit.
That's too.
Yeah. Like the brick and the clams and all that kind of stuff on the Linux side. And now it's coming to the Android side. And this one just doesn't make sense other than the fact that AYANEO can say, hey, we did it.
Yeah, but I mean, they are doing it though, right? Like they are making an actual budget device.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. But
Shouldn't
when
that
are
be
they going to
celebrated?
release it?
Well, that's anyone's game.
We're not going to get it till like June.
Well, first they got to release the Pocket S2 to the backers. Well, in fact, people who bought the S2 are getting free Air Minis if they bought it during the particular time frame.
Who knows? Dude, Tariff might be 600% by then.
God.
They put out, I think, a shipping schedule for the
the Djembe of sadness.
Yeah, the Pocket Fit.
No, but did you see that they put in their disclaimer that they had to delay orders that came in after the fact because they don't have enough parts because they weren't anticipating that it was going to be this popular?
Don't effing announce it.
Well,
you never
I was
know.
worried about this. Remember, I was saying this. I was like, I'm worried that people are really excited about the Pocket Fit. It's doing really well now sales-wise, and now AYANEO won't be able to keep up with that momentum. And that kind of just happened. What in the...
It drives me up a wall that companies... I'm not happy that I have to wait for the Pocket DS and Thor, but AYANEO is particularly frustrating because it would not shock me if it actually didn't show up until June of next year.
He's actually pretty good on that.
The Djembe of sadness. Okay. I think personally AYANEO is cooking, and I don't know how much I say that.
I didn't say that they weren't.
I think they're
You
cooking.
asked my opinion.
I know, so I could argue with you and
It's
cry.
been a very interesting
now.
year for AYANEO. They've gone in a direction I wasn't expecting them to, and I actually am all for it. It's awesome.
They don't know what they're doing, though.
I know, but it's just happened to work out great for them this year.
I mean, Pocket S2 pricing, and I know they tried to make up for it by giving Pocket S2 pre-orders the Pocket Air Mini, but then
they did the complete 180 here, right?
Yeah.
They just kind of went in the other direction. It's kind of interesting.
I think it's cool. I do. Is it necessary though? Andrew has a point there. Like if you have
It's an RG cube.
Yes, pretty much. If you
Very
have
close,
a
yes.
solution, do you need this? Probably not. As a reviewer, do I think this is pretty cool for the price point? Absolutely.
I
Necessary.
have a soft spot for
don't know.
those kind of devices that are budget, Android, compact. You know, they're just
Alright.
fun to me. I don't know
I'm
why.
gonna change my statement. The only
Oh.
reason why I care about this is because I want to see if Rob can get God of War running on it.
See, maybe.
I can't wait for that. Every video.
Let's go.
I'm just hoping Zoo has a little like 30-second segment, and then I go in and make a video, like he said, 3 months later.
Did you know you can run GameCube?
Poor
No, we didn't
Zoo.
know this.
Poor Zoo. Poor Zoo.
Oh man.
Hey, do you guys know there's a new KTR 1S?
Oh, we knew that it was there. It's just not there yet.
I don't want to talk about it.
Then don't.
All right. Do
The
you guys
Dimensity 7300. That's all you need to know.
do you guys know there's a MagicX 135?
Oh crap! I forgot to fix that. Damn it.
It's all right. Everybody makes mistakes.
That's the old name. Is the Touch One?
Like me when I bought the Djembe of Hope.
No, when you bought the corn dog, that was a mistake.
$11.22 for a street corn dog. I have the same corn dogs in my freezer right now.
I think that was the moment that Stubbs realized he needed to do some soul searching.
Yeah, things took a turn from then on out during our get together.
Yeah, you
Things
can
took
say
a
that.
turn. We went down a timeline that ended. Well, I can't say it on air, but
started with that corn dog.
it all started with the corn dog. I will say that. Yes, I will. I'm sorry to those of you in our friend group who I offended that night, and some
Oh,
of you.
Stubbs. Okay, no, nope, no more. You're gonna slip up, and
I
I'm not
love
letting you do
Derek's
it.
suggestion, though. That should be a new monetary unit. We should now price handhelds out by how many
corn dogs?
How many corn dogs?
How many Stubbs corn dogs can you get for?
I was upset. Hey, I was upset.
That's amazing, actually.
I'm sorry to the street vendor who I
Oh,
got upset
man,
with.
I just got an idea.
that AYANEO handheld costs less than a box worth of those corn dogs.
Well, hold on. How many corn dogs come in a box? Because that corn dog was
Was
a
it like
little bit
12?
larger.
I think
Usually-
no,
was it
no,
12 at
no,
Costco?
no. I think Costco. We're talking probably 24. Let me look up.
Oh,
20,
okay.
24.
No, just
that's
regular
a high
grocery
roller
store.
right there.
Let me ask AI. Hold on. How many corn dogs
That's $240 worth of corn
come
dogs
in a
right
box?
I can't do this anymore.
I think
couldn't
Gemini.
podcast.
Well, Gemini says one thing, and then Copilot says another. So it's the common counts do range from 10 to 40 per box. So we're talking what brand? There are also 16 count box mini corn dogs. No, we're talking full jumbo sized dogs.
Stop.
They come in up to 16 per box. Foster Farms, great value. Some of the options. Costco.
I want to ask Ben how many they put in a box up at the farm.
He didn't just warm it up.
you think is it Foster Farms that he works at?
I think it's Foster Farms.
Yeah, that
He
makes
didn't just
sense.
warm up the corn dog. He put it into the batter or put it into like a deep fryer and then like double fried the already cooked corn dog.
Well, then he
should have gotten a
screwed
hot
up
dog.
and- oh yeah. We shouldn't have gotten anything because we had just eaten pizza. Just get another slice of pizza for $1.50.
Well, we had pizza 3 blocks before the corn dog.
Correct.
I worked off some of the pizza by the time we
You
got
worked
to the
off
corn dog.
none of the pizza. You worked off
You
none of the
understand,
pizza.
a New York City block is like
I was a little
1/10 of a mile, right?
I was a little jet lagged. And I said, when else could I get a New York corn dog?
I can't do this anymore.
Do you like GameHub?
I like
But you
looking
don't-
at corn dog pictures. I'm
you
leaving.
don't-
I'm sorry.
But you don't like the bloat? Do I have news for you? Now, introduce GameHub Lite, a debloated version of GameHub that removes all the tracking stuff, all the advertisement stuff, like the necessary need to log in and do all this stuff. And it's just debloated. Love it. The same dev who's working on part of the Eden project, also part of many other. There are many
Emu
interesting
Ready.
things about him. Emu Ready, as well. Went ahead. Hey, he's in the chat. Went ahead and just
Always.
debloated because he
Always
was
in chat.
disgusted. He was just
Can you tell
disgusted
us
with.
if you made this? I don't think I need you to change your name, please. I don't think you made it. I think he helped, but I don't think he actually really developed it.
Well, let us know. Let us know, because either way, whoever made it, it's brilliant. Okay, I launched it. I used it for my Thor video first look, and it just works, just like the other GameHub, but without all the nonsense and jank. Like half the jank is just gone.
I'm really excited because I know they're cooking on a lot of stuff, and I'm just this is good. Yeah.
He did say that he's not sure if they're going to make it harder to sort of allow this to continue. You know what I mean? Like as GameHub main updates, are they going to lock out devs from doing this side version here, this forked version? So it might not stay, 1-to-1 for very long. But for now,
Yeah, he mentioned that they're going to try to keep up to date as best as they can.
yeah. Yeah, he says, okay, there he is, right there. He says, I maintain it now. I'm not the original dev who came up with the idea, but the previous dev is fed up with the Android emulation community, so now I'm alone.
It's always.
It's open source.
It's
Oh my
always.
god,
Why can't
we suck.
I was going
We
to say,
do.
can we just
As a community.
stop so that we can have these nice things?
Yeah.
The effort.
Well,
Be
thank you,
nice.
thank you,
Be nice.
Devity, for the work that you've done.
Our- to our devs, thank you, because it's
Seriously.
fun. It just works. And yeah, I was okay with the jank in the full version of GameHub because that's what we had and it just worked. Game native for me, I don't love it currently. I need to keep using it, but yeah, GameHub just has always worked for me, so that's the one I go with. So now we have a nice debloated version. Love to see it.
Yeah,
It's
60%,
free.
almost
Download it.
60% downsize is not an insignificant amount.
Yeah,
That's a lot of bloat.
Yeah, and it's true. They ask for many permissions, although many apps do. And he says spyware. And I don't know that I would define it as spyware, but yes,
It's a
it is
touchy
sending
subject.
data to Chinese servers for nefarious purposes. Probably not, but nevertheless, it is doing it. And we can't say for sure, probably not. So why not just take a version that has all that stuff ripped out? Why not?
They're going to start wondering about you, Stubbs, and genital jousting and all that.
Stop it.
Yeah, you're right. I okay, for one thing, I never played genital jousting. For two, I saw Zoo launch up Foreskin Fury the other day, and it's like, what is going on? What is happening? Why
Robert,
do we do this to each other? Why are we trying to make each other embarrassed with our Steam libraries by buying each other these games for money on
They're going
purpose?
to just be like, wow, this guy really likes his genitals.
Well, this is a family
Ben,
show. Let's move
Ben,
on to another
Ben,
topic.
can you come save us?
He's in chat. I told him to get off the bench and come join us, and he's
It's
just...
probably
Come
on the
on.
toilet.
Ben,
I thought volleyball was a
Aren't you-
team sport.
yeah, didn't you already hit the ball? Now, Ban is a use case. Ban is a use case where he will probably have sand in his Thor unit because of all of his volleyballing.
Is he like beach
And-
volleyball, like Dead or Alive style? Or
Doesn't matter. Wherever you play volleyball, don't they bring sand?
No,
Pocket sand.
they have indoor
Don't they bring
volleyball.
sand? Don't in indoor volleyball do they not bring sand?
No.
I've never really
No,
played this.
this
sport.
isn't hockey. Okay, where they've put ice on a. Never mind. I'm
They
in
done.
a
bring the
desert.
sand to you. Like you buy a volleyball net and the ball. Don't you also get a dump truck full of sand?
You hurt my brain, Stubbs.
I could fit a lot of sand in my full-size dumpster. This is a recreation, of course. But when it's time to rent one again, I will make a volleyball area in my backyard because I think volleyball is cool. And also bad kitten. Badminton.
I'm about to leave for real.
Next
Can't be
subject.
associated with this anymore.
Next topic.
Batocera 42.
Yeah, this is awesome.
It
That's
actually
all you.
released, It released today. Yeah, there's a new update for Batocera.
I have to return some videotapes.
No, you don't. So the cool thing about Batocera is they've officially, this is the first official release that supports these Android handhelds. It's the Odin 2 series, Pocket Flip 2, Pocket Mini V2. Surprisingly, I don't remember seeing the Pocket 5 on there. For some reason, the 351V is there. But yeah, it's the first official build. They've been working on this for a long time. And obviously we've had Rocknix, but now we have Batocera proper as another option for those who prefer Batocera over Rocknix. There are some new themes included. Light gun support. I'm trying to remember everything else off the top of my head. I mean, the main thing here is it's the Android handheld support, and it's pretty awesome. Options are good. This is not don't turn this into the Andrew podcast, because I'll just leave.
But you're full of knowledge, Andrew.
No, I'm full of nothing.
We need your knowledge. You must teach us.
No, I can't. That's what Russ is for. Russ is the knowledge pit. Yep, that's it. I ain't got nothing else, Sony.
We also lost Stubbs, apparently.
Yeah, he had to return videotapes that don't exist anymore.
Well, we could definitely move on to the next topic then. Without
I think that's it. No. Well, we can do that one.
Yeah, you and I could definitely do this one.
Yeah,
Xbox handheld reportedly canceled. Yes, that's right. So I guess from what I read about this was that they canceled development of the Xbox handheld in favor of that partnership for the ROG Xbox Ally, I believe.
But there's a reason for it. AMD was part of the contract. AMD wanted 10 million. Yes. Now, this was just like a report. Do you think
that's real
from
though?
a forum? Yeah. I could see it, and I could also see Microsoft saying, "Nah," because we don't know for sure if this is going to take off. Because if there were no tariff issues to worry about, then I could have seen it. Just because you can bring in that XBuy at the base model super cheap, like $399, maybe $450.
I think the biggest thing that we were mentioning was that they looked at also sales. Like, look at Steam Deck, right? It's probably one of the more popular x86 handhelds in the space.
Oh, yeah.
Even that hasn't cracked 10 million units. So I think that was their pause in looking at the x86 handheld market and saying, I don't think we can sell 10 million of these things, you know? So they still see it as a very small market, I think.
But the Xbox branding is what throws a curveball into the whole mix. Because it's one thing for Asus or Acer, who announced, and then apparently it's just turned into the absolute handheld now. But it's one thing for these companies the individual companies to announce handhelds, but Microsoft doing it, like Sony did it with its the DualSense, and that was sold out forever. Like, Sony underestimated how many units they were going to sell. What's the other one? I was just on.
I am curious to see.
Steam Deck is another one.
The power of the Xbox branding, negative or positive, will be enough to help give some momentum to these handhelds.
It would have been interesting if there was that you can get with Xbox branding, like the ROG Xbox, like everything's the same, like the design. It's just Xbox branding or no Xbox branding, and like see which one sells better. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but we also don't know what the hell they're going to do for the next gen console either.
Xbox. They're making a handheld now?
Bye, Stubbs.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, they've been working on something.
Huh. With who? Asus, you said?
Yeah,
something like that.
They made 2 SKUs, you say?
At least.
All right. Maybe we'll know more about that in one day.
Or two.
Several, yeah. Two Stubbs.
All right. So here's what it is. I love the MagicX Air X. I love it so much. I can't wait to buy another one in like 1 or 2 days, hopefully. Please.
15th.
Kinhank, actually, I believe, they released this one first. Zoo made a video on our channel. And I've been sort of putting it off. I'm like, nah, I don't know. I haven't loved Kinhank stuff. Zoo says, you know what? It's probably worth checking out. And people on the channel have said, compare that to the MagicX Air X. It could be. it could be even better. So we're going to see. This was sent from AliExpress. They, like I was saying earlier, they have sponsored this episode, and do check out their deals in the description. We have some unique codes just for this podcast, just for you all. So do check that out. This is sent from the Kinhank store, I believe is who I went with on this. They just say, hey, you know, here's some AliExpress credit. Go pick out some stuff. So I said, okay, let me look at that K56.
How good he died so that Kinhank could live.
Yeah, right. And Andrew, actually, you know what? Let me pull this up.
I don't. What?
Do you remember? I'm having a Dayquil moment here. Do you remember? Was this the one we're doing for giveaway? Because we're doing some giveaways with these.
Oh no.
I think I listed
that was
it
that was oh no as in don't remember, not oh no as in what the hell are you
I'll
talking
have to
about?
check. It may very well be this
Stubbs.
one.
I'm trying to look it up.
Shit together.
I know.
Yes.
Yes, this is one. Okay, cool.
According to our last messages about it, yes.
Perfect. I thought so. I just wanted to confirm. So yeah. So if you are interested in this, leave a comment after this video, after our live stream's over, in the YouTube description. Our usual rules apply, okay? Just leave your Discord name so I can contact you. I'm going to ask for an address, and then just leave any comment. Doesn't matter what it says. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and just leave your Discord name and whatever comment you want to say. And we'll get you into the raffle to win this, and AliExpress will be directly shipping to you the winner. But, okay, the K56 is a 5.5-inch full-view HD screen. We have a large battery life, so they say. All right. This has the T620, which might be the chip that's in the Anbernic RG DS. You never know. That's going to be a Mali G57, 850 megahertz. RAM is 6 gigabytes. There's 128 gigabytes of internal storage. This is the blue model, which I thought looked pretty sweet.
The Denver Broncos one.
Yeah, that's right. I'm legally obligated to be a Denver Broncos fan because my in-laws are. Well, now come on. Nope. You can't do that out of respect to my in-laws. I'm not offended.
It's because you don't got a football team.
Yeah.
We don't have one here. You're right. We do have helicopters and all sorts of other things happening. Well, there's a lot of kerfuffles happening outside.
Kerfuffles. That's another one for the dictionary.
Oh, Nikes. I gotta update that.
Didn't he have a good one in New York? I forgot what that word was.
Dude,
man,
New York was such a blur.
Good screen protector. Love a good screen protector. Love a good cord. It was a little. Now, AliExpress is our sponsor. Thank you, Kinhank. But we don't keep packaging around here. Oh gosh.
You have to.
What was that? Okay.
You know that you broke Zoo. I saw actual tears come from his face. You destroyed his Win 600 box. He
was so upset at you.
He shed tears.
Well,
he said he intentionally kept it for you.
He intentionally kept it, and I immediately destroyed the packaging in the hotel.
We were gone, and we left the room for like 5 minutes, and it was already wrecked.
You literally stepped out. He went straight for the box and just. I was like, no.
We don't
wasn't fast enough to save it.
I'm not gonna carry the Win 600 giant box back in my little backpack on the airplane. I'm sorry.
It was the most premium packaging Anbernic ever did.
We need packaging. I think I have a second Win 600 box in my attic, actually, for some reason.
You need to send that to Zoo, just the box, nothing else.
Well, I like the color scheme here, though. I think there was a missed opportunity for the joysticks, though. I think these joysticks we could have. Okay, these are the Hall joysticks. It looks like you have a little bit of ribbing around the edges. There's a missed opportunity, though. These could have been colorful and fun. Can we take them out and put hype sticks? No, but can we put my nubs? Stand by. Where are my nubs at? Taking too long.
That's what he calls his fans or nubs.
No. Actually, no. They're the owls. Our fans are the owls.
So your fans.
Our members. I don't have fans. There's no fans. There's fans of RH. There's no Stubbs fans.
That's not true. I'm a Stubbs fan.
Kinhank, if you want to add more games, you scan the code. You watch the video. You have any questions, you can ask in the Discord group. Our technicians will solve the problem for you. Thank you.
Hey, that's
pretty dope.
That's
pretty cool, actually. That is pretty cool. Oh, very similar kind of ergonomics. Okay. All right. You know what?
I always have to do a double take
You
when
know
I see
what?
one of those.
This is even more of a bump out than the Ming Air X. That is comfortable. Ooh, that is comfortable, though. The Badoo. Ooh.
I can't do this.
That's another entry.
K56
Badoopadoo.
right there. Well, kind of like the little arrow branding. Air intake there. We have outtake there. Power button, volume. The D-pad. The D-pad. It's okay.
Trash.
It's
trash?
Well, it's not trash. It's like it's like a weaker version of the RP Mini D-pad, is what it feels like.
Is it does it have triggers or is it both shoulder buttons?
These are digital. So these are digital shoulders. They're quiet. Okay, they're not very loud, which I appreciate. But yeah, unfortunately, don't love those. They're fine, but yeah, the D-pad's okay. It's kind of like I guess a cheaper feeling, like a toy feeling RP Mini D-pad. It does have that Vita dome switch style. The face buttons are interesting. They're kind of like a hybrid. It also feels like a hybrid rubber membrane dome. Almost. Badoopadoo. It does have Google Play. I'm launching a bunch of.
It's funny how like
no.
When you describe it that way, it actually comes through that way though. Like there's something about it that has like this cheapness factor to it, you know?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, it's I got to mess with one.
Yeah, you have
recently.
one too, Andrew. Do you have one right now?
I do, but I don't have top down.
That's okay.
Top down.
Can we look at yours? Like, what are your? I want to know your thoughts.
Behind.
You had it for a little bit.
Damn it! No, I haven't played with it yet.
Hey, it's right there.
Show us that backside.
All right.
Where's that? I want to see the donk. The butt.
It does have a nice badonk, which Rob appreciates.
How much? Damn it! Cutout there is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't expect to see that much air cut out, like airflow.
And with the
you guys remember
T620,
the Pow Kitty render that had this similar design that turned out to be fake, and then we got this.
Rip Cow Kitty.
Yep.
And we're getting this again from what? Hell Galley? This is basically the Hell Galley.
Oh, is it really?
I think Hell Galley made this.
That's what I thought.
Kinhank branded it.
But
yeah.
but the Hell Galley doesn't have toy features about it. Is the thing. Like the D-pad on that handheld isn't toy-like.
I don't like. What was it? Yeah, I don't like this D-pad. It's like it tries to be Retroid, but it doesn't match up to the Retroid. And the
it's
shoulders,
almost there though. Like it's there, but it just
there's just something off.
Well, no, I think the membrane is, or I think the dome switch is right. That feels right, but the plastic quality on the D-pad itself is what's cheap. That's
this was my favorite part. Kinhank front end.
Well, is there a problem with Kinhank front end? Like, is there something you don't like about
There's
Kinhank?
definitely nothing wrong with its back end.
You get Android on here,
Damn
which
it,
is cool.
Rob.
There's Daigisho already preloaded on here.
That's also preloaded on here.
Let's see if there's games preloaded too. There's the micro SD card.
If there's no aardvark, I looked.
You serious?
No.
Yeah, that's a bit disappointing.
We don't have to be on me. Why are we on me still? There's Pegasus on here too. At least on mine, there's Pegasus.
So the T620 seems like it's a. So they're charging what, between $100 and $150. The store I picked was the cheapest one I could find that was reputable, which I think this was around $103 is what I used for the AliExpress credit.
Which is really in that territory of like, hey, this is a pretty good value
well,
if you can live with some of the weaknesses that come with it, you know?
And I will point out right now there is that deal on the RG406H for also $103. So you get a T820 for the same price. Just right now, it's
deal
temporary.
Is unreal.
It's a crazy deal. It's a crazy deal.
Crazy. Yeah.
It's in our what is it? Did I put it in our description for this? I think it was. Did I not?
Put it on.
This T620 though will be able to handle PSP.
I made a post on our I made a post about it on our YouTube yesterday. Dead Fred actually found that deal. I actually found it from him, and I was like, "Oh, sweet, thanks, man. That's cool." But yeah, that was a crazy deal. All right, let's see. Do they have games on here? ROMs, PSP. Oh, all right. So it does come with games. Should we do? I mean, I guess what God of War is what is going to push this. What are you doing?
Why are you giggling?
Why are you laughing now? The Sims?
Just
Not
the
the Sims.
just the
No,
the
Burnout.
synergy.
Burnout is the way
Callbacks.
to go. Yeah.
Rob, don't worry about why I laugh. Okay,
So-
I don't know what happens.
This form factor is great for PSP. Like the ergonomics and what it's doing right now, it feels very good. And you should be able to play on the T620. You
Really
can,
loud too. The speakers. are
yeah,
loud.
the speaker. Actually, let's listen to the speakers. Yeah.
I know they're. What are they? Downfiring?
Yes, they are.
Careful, copyright strike.
Stubbs, music and stuff.
Yeah, burnout's always a pain.
Oh yeah. Speakers sound.
Did he mute himself?
No,
He muted.
Oh,
Oh,
Producers
Sony
Sony,
don't
muted
Sony
me.
did.
He
Okay.
muted me for the greater good.
Yeah.
So the speakers actually sound pretty good.
I'm waiting for it to flip back the right way though.
I know. Yeah.
There you go.
You
There
have the
go.
body in here, which has a little more room for, reverberating the sound. Basically, a little bit more space for that. So the sound's pretty good, but it's kind of muffled because they're down firing. Also, I'm probably going to turn off that auto rotate because that's kind of annoying. It's way too sensitive. You do have 3.5 headphone out on the bottom, USB-C on the bottom there, and we'll check what size the SD card is in a minute. But
I think it comes in 64 or 128. I don't know what unit you got.
I think I asked for the 68. I want to do what's going to save the most
64.
money for people. Or sorry, yeah, 64.
68.
I'm
64.
still just over here making up SD card
Dayquil.
sizes.
Dayquil. It's the Dayquil.
I know, but that was wonderful.
Or my
At least
old
you didn't
age.
say 6'7" because that's
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
everywhere. Can't.
It's like
The young generation is just, yeah.
No, I asked for 64 because, yeah, I think that's going to be the better config. To whoever wins this, I think I can ask to get you the 128, though. Why not?
you should.
Try. Oh. Hold on.
Wow, you are terrible at this
No,
game.
hold on. Nothing's... There we go.
Isn't this the
Okay.
game you always play? What's going on?
No. This is what band plays.
You're driving backwards.
I need to figure out how to get my view, Rob. Okay, now we're ready to drive.
Just open your eyes.
Follow the rules of the road. And I believe it was one of our Reddit mods who was saying, you spend a lot of time against the guardrail in this game. Yeah. I was like, touche.
He does that in real life too.
Yeah. It's safer on the guardrail. You can always pull over if there's problems. If you get hungry or you want to take a nap, you're always right there. You can just pull over. Have a little break. Don't laugh.
Stubbs, I just want to say this.
What?
I love you.
I love you too.
Have you been using the AI recorder lately? Like we
Yes, like you
suggested?
said. Yes.
Okay, good. I'm
Oh.
glad.
I haven't listened back yet, but maybe we
No.
can have a listening party.
No, no. Oh no. no.
Oh. All right. So we're looking good. This is obviously, PPSSPP is not the craziest emulator to get to run. This is only at 2x. So let's just push this. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this right now. Let's go to 8x. That'll be the deciding factor. Don't watch my driving now. We're just going to look at the numbers. Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
I will say that in
We
the
are
limited
slowing
time
down
limited time that I've had with it, I only played Castlevania for maybe 30 minutes.
Oh, that's
or so.
all you did. That's what you done.
That's all I did. All I was going to say is it's more comfortable than I expected it to be, but don't expect
right.
much from the plastic feel. The plastic feels
It
kind of
does.
cheapy.
It feels cheap. Yeah, it feels cheaper than the Hell Galley, which
Yeah.
comes in at a cheaper price point.
This is where
this-
they're the compromises, right? Like that
Yeah.
T620 gives you a little bit more power than the Megmi, but the Megmi does have that better build.
Yes, it
quality.
does.
It
That's the
really
thing.
does,
That's the thing.
So
Is
it's
like this feels premium
It
for the
does,
price
yeah.
point. It just immediately feels premium. You know what I mean?
it's also bringing things into the under $100 segment that we haven't typically seen before. So I
Technically,
think
it's not bringing
helping-
anything anywhere yet.
That's true. It's not for sale yet, or
Yeah.
it's not globally. So
This is
that's
almost
just a
there.
sticking point.
This has more power in it, and more performance, more power. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a little cheap feeling, but there's nothing wrong with it at the same time.
No.
You know what? Everything's serviceable. The D-pad,
Yeah.
the joysticks, the face buttons, everything really. I mean, there's no major complaints other than kind of feels a little like a toy. It reminds me of the Pocket X35H. In fact, that's
You know what this one looks
feeling.
like? The X55. It looks very similar to that one.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does. Yeah, very much. Yeah, and we saw there that we were pushing the chip too much at 8x upscale resolution for PSP. 4 to 5x was running fine. I think the sweet spot probably is about 5x, but yeah, I mean, I can tell performance in here is going to get you a little bit more. They have preloaded on to give you an idea. They're saying, hey, you can run 3DS on here. Is that the truth? Let's try. We're going to run late here, but let's just.
I imagine
just wanna see.
something
I'm just curious.
on the lighter side would probably work.
I'm just curious. Yeah, let's do that now.
Yeah, those Unisoc chips are surprisingly
Dogs.
decently powerful.
Loud dogs. They're barking. They're breeding.
Whoa. So this is adult. This is a podcast for all families.
It's
Don't
part
even know about
of life.
breeding. Stop it. You're right though.
Yeah. Not often, right? But every now and again.
We also, for interested parties, we do have a buy ban before he left us. A
Excuse me?
K56 review.
That's right. Ban has one launching on the website.
Yes, as soon as I publish it, which will be tomorrow.
Tomorrow, look for Ban's Thoughts, who's done a full review.
And if
More
anybody
in-depth.
knows anything about sub 100 handhelds, it's definitely not Ban.
No, he is the budget king. Okay, he's the budget emperor.
He's the budget king, and Nick is the
He's
e-waste
the-
emperor.
Yeah, Nick is the e-waste emperor. Ban is the budget king. You are
Rob is the god of war.
Yeah, Rob is the god of war. You are the you are the Specktown mayor. You're the mayor of Specktown.
That's not a thing. Why am I the mayor of Specktown?
I drive the bus to
You
Specktown.
do not drive the bus.
I'm under the bus on the
No,
way to Specktown.
I didn't say that. You're on your own bus. It's just a little bit different from the other ones.
Why am I getting my own bus?
For reasons that I'm not going to say on a family-friendly podcast.
A couple rows short.
I've never driven a bus. I had an RV
Oh,
once.
you won't be driving it.
Don't make fun of the length of my bus.
Man, why do
Every-
you have to say it like that?
Every bus
Yeah.
matters.
It feels weird to laugh.
You don't have to laugh. I mean, you can laugh. I mean,
look at those shaders compiling. Love that.
back when I was, on the bus,
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
that's not running super well. It's just the default settings too. What are we at?
Yeah, I was gonna say most likely it needs to be tweaked a little.
You probably want a different emulator too. I don't even know what version of Citra we have on here, but hopefully they would load on the one that works the best for their handheld. That's the thing.
That's not
You
the thing.
hope, but it's not often the reality. Just 1X. This is just 1X. So this is a handheld that's gonna, so far, touch on 3DS, but I don't know if I would trust it to really be your 3DS mainstay. Maybe you could get a DS style handheld, although this is hundreds of dollars. RG DS, let's see. Although we don't know if that can run 3DS at all either. So
Yeah, I
It's
saw
pretty
some
sweet.
people.
It's pretty
I saw
cool.
some comments
Like
about
it?
that. I don't think that don't expect the RG DS to run 3DS games.
I don't expect
it's
we
a
don't. We
DS.
don't.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't expect it. Either.
Maybe.
It's clearly targeting DS, obviously,
Yeah.
with the screens.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
that was just a random thought that popped in my head.
It's a good thought to have. Okay,
No, but I think it's the same idea as like what Anbernic did with the SP, the GBA SP. They're kind of hitting on that nostalgia factor. So maybe you're missing your DS, and well, we have an option for you.
Yeah,
Bendelin, the one TikTok guy who likes to refer to buses as bussies.
that's
What is that?
Not. I don't Google that. I don't know,
I don't know these kids and their new lingo these days, man.
I don't
I
either.
can't keep up.
but I don't want to know either.
Oh, I'm on Urban Dictionary at least every other day, learning new terms.
So as I understand it, there has been a development in our private podcast chat. Can I pull this in here? Can I share this with the world, or what are we doing?
I don't know what you're trying to share.
Well, I don't know.
What are you trying to pull it? You do know what you're trying to share.
No. There's a you'd see it. There's an image.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. You can. Why are you asking permission?
Well, now let's.
Sony, he needs an adult.
I need help.
We all need an adult.
I need help with making it happen.
There it
yes.
is.
So, if we're trying to look at should you buy the MagicX 35, did we really?
I had to do it. It's 6 1/4 or 6 1/3 corn dogs.
I don't even remember talking
by the way,
about
this
this.
is
Did
this
we
is
really
Stubbs
dig
corn
into
dog,
this?
so this is $11.21. No, you skipped over it.
Did we totally skip over this?
We did.
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
We did.
You had a Stubbs Tropic Tangerine, but it was just
That is-
you did it.
It was needed though.
Yes.
Well, okay, so okay, MagicX. We'll come back to this, but apparently it's the cost of
6 1/3
6 1/3 corn dogs.
Stubbs corn dogs. They're $11.22.
$11.22, sir. So, wow, I'm out of it today, guys. I'm sorry. We'll loop back around this before we end the show. But Kinhank K56, let's wrap up this segment. Yeah, it's not bad. I think there's some power under the hood. I think you could tinker here and have some fun here. You know, I think it's colorful. It's fun. I love the colorway. Look at that. The orange, that pops. I don't know that this is one I would keep in my library long term, though. That's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yep.
I think that it can make you happy if you have some specific needs in mind. Mainly being, I mean, PSP. I think PSP is pretty rocking in here. We saw that right out the gate. The IPS display looks really nice, and it does get a little bit warm. I'm seeing that, but we do have air intake, which I'm guessing means we have fan or just vent. We have just vent, no fan. Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I was curious about this one, so I'm glad I looked at it now. But they dropped it to $92 now. Even better. I still like the MagicX Air X better, even though it's less powerful. It just
that's $92, but there's don't you have discount codes in the description?
Right. Oh, yes. Let's look at the codes. Okay. So we have RH Pod 5, RH Pod 10, 25, all the way to RH Pod 120. That's so cool. This is going to land right in the $10 off. So the RH Pod 10, so this will bring you down to $82. I mean, that's competing against the MagicX Air X, which you're getting more power here. That's actually entering a little bit of a funny conundrum here. At that price point, I mean, you are getting more performance here. I just think this comes together in general to be more of I'm going to, even though it's a budget handheld, I still pick this one to play over, some of my other more expensive options just because of how good it feels, However, there are stores selling this on AliExpress. Don't buy this on AliExpress.
Yeah,
wait for the official. It's way up priced there. But this is pretty cool for $82. This is pretty neat. I got to say that.
Hold on, though. That's new user pricing band saying.
Ah, okay. That's where they get you.
So it's 104 when you log in.
So then you're going to be looking at 94 basically after the coupons if you're not a new user.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like around that $100 price point, I think, if someone's just looking for as much power as possible at $100, this might be a good option. Again, if you're okay with some of the compromises that come with it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Might be right for some people. Again, yeah. Ergonomics are great.
Oh, I know some in the community are very excited about it just because, again, it's, you're getting a good amount of power there, more than you typically see at that price point. So
And if you're a joystick up top person, I mean, this is just going to be your only option, right? Something this powerful for that form factor. I'm a D-pad top person in this performance range. We're looking more at retro stuff, PSP stuff. I mean, I prefer to have the D-pad top for that.
Plus, I like the sticks way more on the MagicX.
And Retro Techsmith. Let's look at that. Do we have that deal?
Yeah, that 406H is a very good deal. Again,
The 406
that is probably the ultimate buy right now in terms of the most power you can get.
Yeah, it's in the community. I posted it in the community wall, Sony.
I sent them the link.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, that is a crazy deal. You guys got to see this. We have never seen this that cheap. I mean, the cheapest I've seen a T820 be, I don't know. I think I've seen them be as low as maybe 125.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
on a great deal.
Yeah, like the 130 range. I think something like that.
I'm sure TikTok has had some weirdly cheap deals.
I've never actually bought
suspiciously
anything off TikTok
cheap.
shop.
I tried it once. Not TikTok. I'm sorry, guys. Temu. The Temu shop had like one of those crazy cheap deals. I don't know how they pulled that off, but that was another one that was like, whoa, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't think you can combine any coupons with that.
No. This is a non-couponable.
It's just straight away 103.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
So
is amazing, anyways.
Yeah.
But just letting people know, like you won't be able to use a coupon here.
yeah, I'll add this to the description. But yeah, this is nuts. I don't know how long this is going to last, but $103 for a T820 handheld, the RG406H, which you can pop off those joysticks, put on some low profile joysticks, and you got a retro stew going. Like that was the review, if I recall, I gave it a very positive review because it's good. I didn't like the joysticks, and now we have hype sticks, so that solves my problem there. But yeah, 4x3 T820 handheld, nice.
Yeah, this is the one that had the super raised joysticks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Strangely raised joysticks.
Yes.
Don't love the stock joystick experience. They're good sticks, they are joystick well. They're accurate, but yeah.
Better than the 457. Or 557. Sorry.
Ban, you don't need it. Nobody needs it. If you already have a T820, you don't need it. Guess what?
Ban, you don't need it. Ban is literally the worst when it comes to handhelds.
But it is the most power and performance
Cut
for the
his credit
price
cards.
you can get. I think at that price point, pretty sure that's the most power you can squeeze out. Coming close behind, I think, is going to be the Retroid Pocket Classic. Also, pretty nice. But we had a bench. I can't remember the benchmark on the T820 versus the Snapdragon 6, whatever's in the Pocket Classic. Can't remember. All right, everybody, let's get out of here. Neat. Love it. Who wants one? Leave a comment. Let me know. Ship it to you. Sweet. Like, comment, subscribe. Why? Why just my face? I don't know.
Dayco's got him. They got him.
All right, everybody. Well, once again, I want to thank you all so much for watching this episode. If you like content like this, if you like the crazy shenanigans you see here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for your favorite retro handhelds. And a special thanks to our channel members, our patrons, and our subs who make everything here possible for us. Perks with RH start for as little as $3 per month. We have a $5 and $10 tier as well, so check those out. Join us in our Discord to chat and play some games, and join us on our upcoming AYN Thor live stream, where we're going to be diving more. We'll do some game showcasing. We'll do some more testing, some benchmarking. We'll just have some fun with the Thor, okay? Also, there's a grip coming in a few days on Wednesday. So maybe we can do the live stream on Wednesday and take a look at that Thor grip. Because the one thing I will say is that Thor kind of doesn't need a grip. But if you're playing FPS gaming, like first-person shooters, yeah, it kind of does need a grip. Not super comfortable for that style of games. And also, you thought I forgot the MagicX One35. Nope, we're going to awkwardly stick it in right here. One last mention. I want to talk about this. We'll talk about it more next week, though. I'm so sorry we ran out of time. I did want to talk about that, but it's up for pre-order now if you're interested, and that link will be in the description as well. Are you guys pre-ordering that one? Is that one you're looking at?
I'm on the fence.
I know they're sending a unit next month.
Likely, yes.
I'll probably get one just for content purposes, but it's not one I'm like.
Yeah,
I
let's pull
didn't
up real quick,
pre-order it
Sony.
as like I
like
pre-ordered
it's like a
immediately.
dream come true Tate machine.
So it was previously the Touch 135.
Yeah.
Yeah, D-pad
This
top.
is the dual D-pads.
Oh, this is the one that switches to be a Tate, handheld. That's right.
Best of both worlds.
That's very interesting. So, yeah, it reminds me of the Evercade, the what is it, EXPR, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's neat. Okay, that's kind of cool. Sub $100 market, everybody, is getting very interesting this
cooking.
year.
MagicX
Yeah,
has been doing
they
some
are.
interesting stuff. Yeah.
They are. And we did them dirty tonight, so I'm sorry about that. We'll talk about this more next
Talk
week.
more about it.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it. Well, until the next one, everybody, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Andrew, Rob in his beautiful pink shirt. You might say it's salmon, but I think he pulls it off. And producer Sony saying, take care of those handhelds, everybody. And each other.
Take care, everyone.
Toodles.